His sight was taken away forever. He was silenced, so he could never speak again. His body was pushed to the absolute limit of human pain. For 40 days, the Emperor of the Marathas endured the ultimate test of survival. But he did not bow. He did not surrender. History is full of kings who lived for their thrones, but very few kings are remembered for how they died, for their people, their land, and their faith. This is the story of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, the eldest son of the great Shivaji Maharaj, the second emperor of the Maratha Empire, a warrior who fought over 100 battles in his short life and never lost a single one. For 9 years, he stood like an unbreakable wall against the massive army of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb had come to the Deccan with hundreds of thousands of soldiers, thinking he would crush the Marathas in months. But Sambhaji became his worst nightmare. But what happens when a lion cannot be defeated in a fair fight? He is trapped. Today, we look at the last 40 days of Sambhaji Maharaj, a timeline of extreme pain, deep betrayal, and a courage so powerful that it changed Indian history forever. The date is the 1st of February, 1689. Sambhaji Maharaj is at a place called Sangameshwar. He is discussing strategies with his closest friend and advisor, Kavi Kalash. His army has gone ahead, leaving him with only a small group of guards. But danger is coming from the shadows. Sambhaji is not defeated by the enemy's bravery. He is defeated by betrayal. Some of his own people leak his exact location to the Mughals. A Mughal commander, Mukarrab Khan, attacks Sangameshwar by surprise. Sambhaji and his men fight bravely, but they are completely outnumbered. The Maratha king, the protector of the Deccan, is captured. Along with him, Kavi Kalash is also taken. The news reaches Aurangzeb. The Mughal emperor is so happy that he renames Akluj, a place where he receives the news, to Asadnagar, the city of lion. He believes he has finally caught the lion. Sambhaji is taken to Aurangzeb's camp. But Aurangzeb does not treat him like a captured king. He wants to break Sambhaji's mind before he breaks his body. Sambhaji and Kavi Kalash are tied to camels. They are dressed in rags. Wooden caps with bells are forced onto their heads. They are paraded through the Mughal camp so the soldiers can laugh at them, throw dirt at them, and mock them. Imagine the pain. The emperor of the Marathas tied up and treated like a joke. But historical records say that Sambhaji sat with his head held high. His eyes were burning with pride. He refused to look down. When Sambhaji is brought before Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor steps down from his throne and kneels to pray, thanking his god for this victory. Aurangzeb then offers Sambhaji a deal. He says, "I will spare your life on 3 conditions. Give me all your forts. Give me your hidden treasure. And change your religion." Sambhaji looks at the emperor. He refuses. He knows his refusal means death. But for Sambhaji, dying for his dharma and his swarajya is better than living as a slave. What followed were 40 days of unimaginable agony. Why 40 days? Why not end his life immediately? Because Aurangzeb wanted Sambhaji to beg for mercy. He wanted to send a message to the Marathas that their king was weak. But Aurangzeb did not understand, the son of Shivaji Maharaj. Let us look at what Sambhaji endured. When a prisoner does not bow, you attack his pride. Sambhaji kept looking at Aurangzeb with fierce, unyielding eyes. So, the order was given to take his side. He was plunged into permanent darkness. But even in the dark, he did not beg. Even without his vision, Sambhaji continued to pray to his goddess Bhavani and to Lord Shiv. He and Kavi Kalash continued to challenge the emperor and sing songs of Maratha bravery. To stop this defiance, Aurangzeb ordered his voice to be silenced forever. When taking his vision and his voice did not break his spirit, they began to break his body down, piece by piece. For weeks, he was subjected to continuous, agonizing pain, mercilessly stripping away every physical defense a human being has. For over a month, Sambhaji endured this. No sight to see his enemies, no voice to speak his prayers, enduring relentless, daily devastation. Yet, he never once nodded his head to accept Aurangzeb's deal. He chose the ultimate sacrifice. Finally, on the 11th of March 1689, the dark, moonless night of Amavasya, Aurangzeb realized he had lost. He could take the king's life, but he could not break his spirit. At a place called Todapur, on the banks of the Bhima river, Sambhaji Maharaj and Kavi Kalash were executed. Their remains were ruthlessly cast into the river. Aurangzeb strictly announced that anyone who tried to perform their final Hindu rites would be met with immediate death. But there was a deeply cruel reason Aurangzeb chose this exact night. The very next morning was Gudi Padwa, the Hindu New Year in Maharashtra. Aurangzeb wanted to destroy the celebration. He wanted to ensure that when the sun rose on the new year, instead of raising the Gudi of victory and joy, every Maratha household would be crying in deep sorrow. But Aurangzeb's cruel plan failed. The story does not end in the river. A few miles away, at a village called Vadu, the local people heard what happened. They were ordinary farmers and villagers, led by brave common men. They knew the Emperor Aurangzeb would kill them if they were caught, but they did not care. Their king had suffered for 40 days for them. Now, it was their turn. In the dark of the night, these brave villagers waded into the river. They gathered the remains of their beloved Chhatrapati. They took on the solemn, heartbreaking duty of preparing him for his final journey. In deep secrecy, defying the most powerful emperor in the world, these villagers gave Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj a proper, respectful cremation. And they did it before the sun came up on Gudi Padwa. Aurangzeb thought ending Sambhaji's life on the eve of the new year would finish the Marathas. He was completely wrong. When the Marathas heard what happened, their sadness turned into pure, uncontrollable anger. Sambhaji's sacrifice united them like never before. Every farmer became a soldier. They fought Aurangzeb for the next 18 years, destroying his empire and burying him in the very soil of the Deccan. To this day, Gudi Padwa carries a deeply emotional dual meaning in Maharashtra. It is a day of new beginnings, but it is also a day to remember this ultimate sacrifice. Many families still silently pay tribute to his bravery before beginning their celebrations. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj lost his life, but he won immortality. He proved that you can destroy a man's physical body, but you can never, ever kill a belief.